This is the EF ECOFLOW WAVE 3 portable air conditioner. It's got this clean, compact design, a little boxy but modern, and doesn't scream camping gear. It feels solid, definitely not flimsy, and I was surprised at how well it blends into both my camper setup and my apartment corner. For a portable AC with heating and battery pack built in, the design is actually pretty sleek and practical. Even with the add-on battery attached underneath, it still feels like one single purpose-built unit. From my experience, portable air conditioners can be hit or miss. I had some doubts before testing the Wave 3, mostly because previous units I'd tried were either too weak or too big to actually carry around, and they always got loud or ate through power. I also wondered if it could offer both strong cooling and heating, and actually make a difference anywhere besides a tiny tent. Turns out, I was wrong to doubt this thing. It's packed with key features that really set it apart. Let's start with the battery. That's probably what most folks are curious about. The add-on LFP battery is a real game changer when it comes to portable cooling. You just pop it underneath, plug in the cable, and all of a sudden, this unit goes totally off-grid. For me, that means long camping nights, power outages, tailgate parties, or even using it inside my van without needing to hook into any extra power cords. I get real peace of mind knowing I'm not tied to a wall charger. From my experience, a full battery can last up to 8 hours if you're conservative and just use the eco or fan modes. And on regular AC mode, I've squeezed about 4 hours before needing a recharge. If you blast it on max, expect closer to 2 to 3 hours, depending on the settings. Charging is pretty quick too. The battery charges up in around 75 minutes if you use fast charging, which honestly blew me away compared to those chunky battery packs I tried on other brands. You can also use solar panels or a 12-volt car adapter, making this unit super flexible for outdoor folks. In my opinion, this makes it perfect for off-grid travel, camping, small RVs, or as a backup cooling solution at home. Let's talk about power. The Wave 3 delivers 6,100 BTUs of cooling and 6,800 BTUs of heating, which, if you're not familiar with those numbers, is pretty impressive for a device of this size. BTU is a simple measure of how much air conditioning power you get. Higher means more cooling or heating. In my camper, which is just over 120 square feet, the Wave 3 can drop the temperature by several degrees within 15 to 25 minutes on AC mode, even in the afternoon sun. In my bedroom, which is a bit larger, I still felt the cool air fast, especially if I set it to max and set up the included hoses properly. Speaking of hoses, yes, you do have to set up exhaust and intake hoses. That's just how portable ACS work. It pulls in air from the outside and then dumps out hot air, keeping the cooling efficient and not just recycling indoor air. It's a bit of a hassle to fit the hoses into a window or RV vent. So if you're new to these, make sure you give yourself a few minutes to figure out the best setup. The dual hose design helps the unit cool much faster and stops that vacuum feeling where hot air sneaks back in. I found it gets easier after the first couple tries. Another thing I really appreciate is the control panel. I like simple interfaces, and this one checks all the boxes. You get a clear display for temperature, battery percentage left, and elapsed runtime, so you know exactly where you stand. There are chunky buttons for changing the fan speed, toggling between cooling and heating, and switching on to dehumidifier mode. If you want, you can connect the unit to the EcoFlow app through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. The app is useful for remote control, setting timers, or changing modes, especially when I'm tucked in bed or busy outside. It's super user-friendly, even for folks who don't mess with smart gadgets much. Noise level is one thing I was really curious about, and honestly, this is where my feelings are mixed. On fan or eco mode, it's not much louder than a typical fan, totally comfortable for sleeping in my opinion. But when you switch to max mode, it does get more noticeable, pushing around 55 to 60 decibels by my own measurements with a phone app. That's like a conversation or a loud TV in the next room. For me, it's not unbearable, but if you're especially sensitive to noise and plan to sleep right next to it, I'd stick to the quieter settings. It's also got a built-in heater, which is a bonus. I only tested this briefly since my main use is cooling, but for chilly evenings in the camper, it did raise the temperature comfortably in about 20 minutes. If you RV or camp where nights get cold, this actually doubles the value. Now, about maintenance. There's a water tank inside that collects condensation while it's cooling and dehumidifying. You'll need to drain this regularly, especially in humid places. Otherwise, you'll get a warning light and it'll shut off. It's super easy. Just pop off the little plug and empty it. Takes a minute and you're good to go. Weight-wise, the whole thing with battery attached is around 60 pounds, which is lighter than some portable ACS, but still not something I'd want to haul upstairs by myself. I personally don't mind this when I'm moving it between the van, my garage, or the backyard, but if you have mobility concerns or need to move it every day, keep that in mind. One cool perk is the USB-A and USB-C hub at the front, great for charging your phone or gear while you cool down, so you're not missing out on device power. If you're considering this for larger spaces, just know that portable ACS like the Wave 3 aren't meant to instantly freeze big rooms. During my tests, cooling a big 200 square foot lounge on battery power dropped the temperature by about 3 to 4 degrees Fahrenheit in an hour or so. Not bad, but not ice cold. For bedrooms, RVs, tents, or small offices, it's ideal. For big living rooms, it's really just a spot cooler. In conclusion, I'd recommend this for campers, van lifers, RV dwellers, or anyone who wants a truly portable climate control solution that doesn't sacrifice power or smart features. It's perfect for off-grid adventures, and honestly, it's been super handy as a backup at home during heat waves and blackouts. From my experience, setup takes a little practice, maintenance is easy, and the battery life exceeded my initial expectations. There are a couple things to keep in mind, like the noise at high settings and the weight, but overall, I'm impressed. The EcoFlow Wave 3 might be pricey, but you're getting cooling, heating, and real mobility all in one tidy package. Let me know in the comments how you'd use the EcoFlow Wave 3, or if you have questions about setup or performance. Don't forget to subscribe for more quick reviews and hands-on tech gear breakdowns. Thank you for watching.